All righty. Good morning. Running a little late this morning. Just got out of a few back-to-back meetings. Gonna alert the troops here. Give me a second. For those of you tuned in, good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Say, hey, we'd love to hear from you. I'm alerting the troops right now. Sending the text message out to the people who signed up for lives. That. All right, and then I gotta do. See, I'm gonna do it on Discord. Good morning, everybody. Good morning, morning. Happy Tuesday. Good morning, Warren Jeffrey. It's good to see you. All righty, cool. All right, sweet. I've alerted the troops. Good morning, everybody. Good morning. Again, Jeff, it's good to see you this morning. All right, so we are, man, I'm almost out of coffee. Well, we're just going to do this without any coffee in the cup. Please say, hey, we'd love to hear from you. This is, the 5th stream I've done where, again, kind of walking people through the job search, right? For those of you who have tuned in consistently, you kind of the spiel. Basically, I am basically walking everybody through the job search really over the next few weeks until my third child gets here, and then I'm peacing out for a month. You know what? Thank you, Jason. I appreciate that. Nope, it's not. Thank you. Thank you. Check. Is that better? Is that better? Good morning, everybody, but Cloudflare. Yeah, seriously. Yeah. Cloudflare. Also, Jason, thanks for calling. I was listening to my live yesterday, and I was like, why do I sound so bad? So for those of you who listen on audio in the future, I do apologize for yesterday's stream. StreamYard changed the input. So there you go. But again, Jason, I checked my mic. We're good. Thank you. Jason out here texting me. I appreciate it. Hey, listen, find you a coworker that cares about your mic settings as much as Jason. So I appreciate it. All right. Good morning, everybody. It's good to see y'all. Yeah. So walking through the job search. Again, it's all on the Torque YouTube. If you want to go check it out. I do realize I have my son's food on my shirt. I should have changed it. I got my son. He's got food all over. So yeah, walking through job search. If you go on Torque YouTube, we have how to write a resume, how to write a LinkedIn, talked about the state of the job market. Yesterday, or we talked about job boards. We've talked about how to use LinkedIn to network, which was yesterday. And then we today are going to talk about how to look for jobs on LinkedIn. So again, if you have not seen those live streams, go check out the torque.dev YouTube page. They are up there for your viewing pleasure. And we are going to we're gonna probably condense those a little bit too from a YouTube editing perspective, and make it super clear, super concise. But anyways, good to see y'all this morning. Please say hey. We'd love to hear from you. Again, I tell folks this is a networking session, right? Say hey, message people in the comments. Glad to see everybody. Again, I tell folks this is how you show up virtually, right? I mean, this is the new way of networking. And so people don't know if you're watching unless you comment, right? We've had some pretty amazing people in the comments yesterday. We had our head of sales for Ronstad, kind of in the comments, commenting. So again, if you are tuning in, please say, hey, would love to hear from you. Want to give a few kind of shout outs or housekeeping things. First and foremost, I'm an AppWrite hero. I always joke I'm probably the only ever non-technical person to be a technical hero. I love the team at AppWrite. I would say I love their product, but I don't code. But I will tell you this. I've heard great things. So you should go check them out. Jason also is a Torque ambassador. So I tell folks, if you hit up the AppWrite Discord or the AppWrite team, tell them the Torque boys sent you. I feel like we need shirts, Torque Boys. Also, Torque.community. Again, some announcements here. We are closing up mentor mentee signups December 5th, and we are closing up ambassador signups December 5th. I have not checked the ambassador program signups in a week, but we have close to 60 ambassadors signed up. I will also tell you all this. Listen, not everybody's going to get it. We want to make the ambassador program with people who are super bought in, and who really want to rep the name of Torque and what we're doing across the U.S. and nationwide and global. So please go sign up. Make sure you really fill out your profile, because we are going to look at how you filled it out in terms of who to accept. But again, we want a small but mighty group for the ambassador program. So if you were an ambassador this year, you have to go back in and sign up. Would love to have you. But again, not everybody's going to get accepted. So please make sure you take time to fill out your form and it's meaningful. Also, too, mentor mentee program signups are going to be closed December 5th as well. December 5th is kind of the date you need to get in your mind. If you are looking for a mentor, please go sign up. If you are a senior dev or senior person in tech and have always wanted a mentor and you just haven't had the time, we are going to make the time for you. We're going to provide resources, the people, the curriculum, and help guide you through it. So if you want to do that, we'd love to have you. Also, finally, text live. If you want to know when I go live with when I go live with these shows and guests or myself and the topics, please text live to 615-235-5650. This is me. This is my number. All right, cool. Got the people tuned in. All right, so let's talk about LinkedIn. So again, yesterday, yes, Seabass bummed, could not see you last week, but yeah, we'll do something again soon. Philip, it's good to see you. And Naz, it's great to see you as well. All right, so let's go ahead and talk about LinkedIn. So yesterday we talked about how to network on LinkedIn. Again, to a quick recap on LinkedIn, you can network on LinkedIn really by 3 meaningful ways. You can document what you're building or doing. You can like, comment, and engage on people's posts. And then 3, you can leverage the DMs. I think the DMs is probably the most effective tool on LinkedIn. So today we're going to talk about jobs, right? How do you find jobs? Yada, yada, yada. So I'm going to go ahead and go in to my LinkedIn now. I'll go and share my screen. And for the people who are listening to this in the future in audio form, I'm going to do my best to explain everything. Oh, look, there's me. All right. So let's go. All right. So we're going to start. And again, I can't see the comments. So if you comment, I'll get to them in a second because I'm on my screen. So let's say I want an AI job, right? So let's say I want a Gen AI engineer, right? So first off, I think this is kind of an interesting kind of search. If you type in Gen AI on LinkedIn search, you kind of have some hot topics, right? You have Gen AI engineer, Gen AI workflow integration, certification value. There's a lot of things you can find on LinkedIn, right? But again, we're going to talk about jobs today. So Gen AI engineer, I'm going to click Gen AI engineer, right? So there are lots of jobs that are posted Gen AI engineer, right? One of the things I want to highlight is, so again, if you were showed up yesterday, if you are listening on audio form in the future, if you type in on the search bar Gen AI jobs or Gen AI engineer, what pops up is kind of a few categories. It's jobs, it's posts, it's people, and it's groups, and then more jobs, right? So I want to work out a job. I think it's interesting. It says jobs and then it says more jobs. It's kind of an interesting thing. So let's go to jobs right here with the Gen AI engineer, right? So see all jobs here. All right, so these are all the jobs. First off, I want to make a note. If you want to get into the Gen AI space and you do not know what skills you need, again, I still feel like you need to do some research on job descriptions, right? Now, again, a lot of job descriptions are fluff right here, but I think right here is what you need to look at. Required qualifications and other, right? So this person looked for 2 years of AI ML, right? And now, again, this goes back to what we talked about. This goes back to what we talked about creating your resume. When we create your resume, the professional summary portion at the very top of your resume should articulate exactly the required skills or must-have skills in the job description. So let's say you are trying to submit to this Gen AI job from Deloitte. This job wants at least 2 years of AI ML experience, including 1 year focus on Gen AI with OpenAI, Claude or Gemini or LangChain agents, etc. In my opinion, in the professional summary portion, you should put, let's say you have 1 year of experience. I would say 1 year of experience with AI, ML, including Claude and Gemini, right? That, again, when we were talking about crafting that, you look to here, right? Prior software experience, understanding OOP, right? All of this should go in your professional experience, right? Now, Deloitte is a massive company, right? We all know this. This probably isn't the best thing. So I want to go to CodeRabbit, our friends over at CodeRabbit. We did a meetup with them at All Things Open. So they have a job that's posted 3 weeks ago. Now, 3 weeks is a little late. I do agree. But what I would do if I were you, I would go to CodeRabbit, right? Go to CodeRabbit's page. I would then go to so when you pull up CodeRabbit's page for people listening, you have the home, about, post, products, jobs, people, insights. What I would do is, first off, I would go to people, right? Then what I would do is I would start to look at people who you think it makes sense to talk to. Now, Gurit, I don't know how to pronounce it. I probably let's just say Gurit. Gurit probably is not going to message you, right? He's co-founder, right? So we probably need to go one level down. David is the director of AI, right? Do you think David's probably going to get back to you? Probably not. Probably wouldn't hurt to message him, right? So again, if you go to connect, you go add note, right? And what I would do is say, hey, David, saw you have a Gen AI engineer posted, looked over the JD. I have, and then basically answer what skills you have as it relates to the job description, right? Then to fill it out, then to finish it out, I would say, let me know if you want to see my resume or if there is someone else to talk to, right? So again, incredibly important here, right? Let's see here. I want to go to the comments. I'm in the comments again. Off topic. Naz, I'm proud of you. Did anyone go take I love that key consistency. How did we get past all of the promoted listings? I don't know. I just went to all jobs, right? So again, finish my thought out here. I would send that to him. Then what I would do is I would go to another one, right? So Eric, right? He's an extroverted engineer. I'd probably hit up Eric, right? Now, this is why I tell people. So real quick, this is why I tell people to, like, show up at our events. Eric, I believe, was at the Raleigh event that we threw for All Things Open. So if you want to go work at CodeRabbit and you showed up to our Raleigh event, I would message Eric, right? Again, I'm gonna go back, share my screen here. I would literally message Eric and be like, yo, like, hey, Eric. So all right. So this is interesting. He has a follow button versus connect. I don't know the intricacies here, but I would not do follow, right? So I'd go to Eric's profile, right? Internet slow. Yay, Cloudflare. I would do the 3 dots, right? So Eric does not have a way for you to connect automatically. Follow just means you're following him like you do on Twitter or Instagram, right? It's just a follow. I would always try to connect with people, right? So down here, I would do connect. And what I would do, again, add note, be like, hey, Eric, I was at the Torque CodeRabbit meetup in Raleigh for All Things Open. I saw, again, remember we talked about crafting a good DM. You literally are mentioning something that endears yourself to that person, right? It breaks down barriers immediately, right? So again, All Things Open. I don't think we had a chance to meet. I am let's just say I am looking for Gen AI roles and saw you had a role posted. I have these skills as it relates to the job. Let me know if you would like to see my resume or should I chat with someone else. So here's the deal. The reason why I am including this into the reason why I'm including, let me know if I should speak to somebody else. most people are not going to want to talk to you. Now, I have changed my tone on this. For the past few years, I've always said, do you have a quick time to chat? Do you have 5 minutes? Do you have 10 minutes? Do you have 6 minutes, 7 minutes, right? I kind of get clever on the DMs. One thing that's consistent right now is people don't have time to talk. So what I would do is I would message Eric, tell them, if you showed up at the Raleigh event, that's great. If you haven't, be like, hey, I've been a big fan of CodeRabbit. Love what you do with XYZ. Remember, again, show interest, and then immediately address your main skills as it relates to the job description, right? So again, if we go back to the job description here, right? So let's see here, jobs, show all jobs. I'm trying to find it. They have a lot of jobs posted. All right, applied AI engineer, right? So what I would tell Eric is like, hey, Eric, saw we have an applied AI job engineer. I actually have 1 year of experience, of industry experience in Gen AI, and I have 2 years of ML experience. And my background is in Python. Let me know if you want to chat. Again, you want to get exactly to the point, immediately to the point, and tell Eric why you're a fit, why you should talk, why they should consider you. Now, the reason why I put in the message, let me know if you want me to send my resume or who else should I speak to, because you don't know who's hiring. You don't know who the point person is hiring. So Eric may not be hiring this role. The director is, and he may go, hey, Taylor, thanks for the DM. Your profile sounds interesting. Send me your resume, right? Now, this kind of goes into the follow-up when it comes to the job search. When it comes to the job search, you need to keep track somewhere of all of your communication, because I will tell you this, you're going to send your resume to Eric, and he probably is going to sit on it. He probably won't send it over immediately. It is human nature that if you email somebody an information, they're probably not going to get back to it quickly, right? So if he gets back to you and goes, hey, Taylor, thanks for your information. Your resume looks good. I'm going to pass it over to our director of engineering. I would then say, sounds great. Are you okay if I follow up with you in 3 to 4 days? Right? Now, any person is going to be fine with that. He probably will say, sure, definitely do that. Right? What that does is that tells him, hey, you probably need to send this resume on, because they're going to follow up. This person's going to follow up with me. But it also shows that you're on top of things, right? One of the things that I have seen is how you approach people and how you push things along through the job search process is somewhat of an indication of how you're going to be as an employee, right? I will tell you this. I have been known, I don't think I've ever said this publicly. For me, I kind of let things linger a little bit to see how much that person drives. Because here's the deal. In today's world, people don't want to hire people that need their hand held. They want to hire people with initiative. And the first way that I see if you have initiative on your job search is if you follow up with me. So again, be not affirmative. Is affirmative the right word? Be like direct. Be like, hey, Eric, thanks for getting back to me. I'm pumped you think my profile is interesting. I'll follow up with you in 3 to 4 days. Set a reminder on your calendar to follow up in 3 to 4 days, right? And keep consistent. Now, I will tell you this. Do not apply to this job on LinkedIn. Now, you're probably like, well, Taylor, you're talking about using LinkedIn. Yes, you use LinkedIn as a way to get in touch with people. What I would do specifically is if you do want to apply, because Eric may tell you this, hey, Taylor, thanks for getting back to me. Can you go and apply the job? Can you go and apply on our website? Then go to your website. Right. So what I would do, so CodeRabbit's got a lot going on, right? So what I would do is I would go to CodeRabbit, right? Down here. I would then go, can y'all still see my screen? No, I'm not sharing it. Hold on. Let me go back to here. So then what I would do, assertive. Thank you, Chris. That was the word, assertive, not affirmative, assertive, right? So then I'd hop onto CodeRabbit's website and I would go down to the bottom and do careers. Right? I would go to open roles and then work off this. The reason I tell people this time and time again is companies, there's so much riffraff out there when it comes to the job search and fake resumes. Most companies do not submit their resume and apply, and they don't look at a lot of other areas other than just coming through their corporate website. Another thing I would ask too is, hey, do you have a referral code? Right? So a lot of these companies internally does some sort of a referral code situation, right? When I was looking for a job, before Torque, I messaged Angie Jones. I said, hey, Angie, I'm obviously not technical. I don't know how I'd operate within the confines of Block, but I would love to work at Block. Obviously, love the community first aspect, yada, yada, yada. Angie sent me her referral code. When you sign up to the Torque platform, you have a referral code, which helps you in the search feature, which that's a whole nother conversation. So again, what I would do is if somebody gets back to you at the company, always ask for a referral code. Now, there is a difference between a referral code and asking for a referral, right? I want to emphasize this. Do not ask strangers for a referral. Like the amount of people that are in my DMs be like, hey, can you refer me to a job? I was like, I don't even know you, right? Knock that off. You only ask for a referral to a job if you know the person and have worked with that person. Do not put them on the spot and ask them to refer you to a manager if you have not worked with them. Now, the referral code will tag in their system to let them know, hey, Eric sent this person, so we probably should look at them a little harder, right? So again, to kind of recap what we're talking about here, when you go to LinkedIn, type in the type of job you want, come up with all the jobs, go through the jobs, cross-reference how your resume looks as to the required jobs before you submit, go through the people at the company and message folks and address your background as it relates to the role. What you don't want is you don't want to send a DM, be like, hey, Eric, saw we had a Gen AI engineer up posted, would love to submit my resume. Like, Eric doesn't know. Eric be like, okay, go ahead. Like, submit your resume. I don't care, right? What you want to do is say, hey, Eric, saw you had Gen AI role open. Here are why I'm a fit, and address the required skills in the DM. And then when Eric gets back to you, be like, great, I'm going to send to the director of engineering. Go ahead and apply on our website. Then say, sounds great. Do you have a referral code I can plug in? If not, no worries. I will follow up with you in 3 to 4 days on the status of my resume, but I'll go ahead and go apply. Again, asking for a referral code is different than asking for a referral, right? I want to go to the comments here. Yeah, I mean, Lucas comes in here. How much do you want it mentally? Yeah, I mean, for me, like, listen, like you can't just send these vague DMs and think anything's going to happen in today's world, right? I mean, the amount of vague DMs I get every day and I just delete, like, nobody, like, you will cut through the noise. Like, you will be in the 90th percentile with DMs if you ask a specific thing, right? So, Eric, saw you had a Gen AI position open. Here's why I'm a fit. Would you like to see my resume? Always give an action with your DM. Would you like to see with my resume? Let me know if I should apply. Give some sort of thing to make them respond to you. So many people in my DMs are like, hey, Taylor, I saw you're building community. Would love to chat. About what? What do you want to chat about? I ain't got time. And here's the deal. Most people do not have time to go back and forth in the DMs. Like, Jason and I talk about this all the time. The way you craft your DM in like 3 to 4 sentences is vital, right? So again, admiration, flattery. Hey, Eric, I'm actually a big fan of Torque. Been following them for a bit. I know you did a meetup with them in Raleigh. Would love to work at CoderByte. Here's my skills as it relates to the job description. Let me know if you want to see my resume. Right? That is how you craft. Every single time should be that way. And again, you're probably like, well, Taylor, I just feel like this takes a lot of time. Yes, it takes a lot of time, but this is the stuff that allows you to cut through the noise, right? Because everybody else is emailing Eric or messaging Eric on LinkedIn. There's probably a reason why Eric chose a follow button instead of a connect button, because the follow button is easy. He doesn't have to give the riffraff. You have to click 2 extra times to get to the connect button to him. Right? So again, always connect, just never follow, always connect, right? Let's see here. So we should ask if we can follow up or just follow up in a couple of days. No, ask. But again, hey, Eric, now this is if he gets back to you, Naz, right? So it's like, hey, Eric, he gets back to you, goes, hey, Taylor, love your background and your resume. I'm going to pass it along. Then say, okay, I'm going to follow up with you. I'm going to follow up with you in 3 to 4 days if that's cool. Right. Definitely do that. Let's see here. Yeah, I mean, listen, there's going to be a lot of junk, right? Which is why, again, the way I'm crafting this live today is we use LinkedIn to get access to people. We apply on the company page, right? I'm going to say it again. We use LinkedIn to find jobs that are open, to connect with people at the company, to tell them why we're a fit, which will probably in turn have to make you go apply to the job on their website. But again, always ask for a referral code, and always end the message of, would you like to see my resume, or should I pass to somebody else? Because for me, I may not be the best person. You may sound interesting, but people need to be prompted, right? You can't take anything. Again, we talk about this in resumes, and people, so many people put, I guess give people the benefit of the doubt's the right word. Like, Eric's going to see this and he's like, oh man, like maybe he's in the middle of a meeting, but he's like, oh, this person looks good. But if you don't tell them, who else should? Because Eric may be like, hey, your resume looks great. Message our HR person, tell them I sent you. But if you don't include that in your message, he won't tell you. That makes sense. Yeah, I started going directly to the company site. Absolutely. Please do that. Let's see here. Oscar, it's good to see you, man. Going to the comments. 18th century people must be masters of credit. Need to start lighting. Yeah. But again, Amelia, you know what letter writing is now for me in today's world is Twitter, or it's Blue Sky, or it's like to me, I have learned that if I can craft messages consistently in 140 or 280 characters, it really helps me communicate better and more efficiently. All right, what else? I'm gonna go. Any last questions as we kind of wrap up here? These sessions fly by like crazy. Let me go back to LinkedIn. Let me see if we're missing. Okay, another thing I want to highlight too here. I'm gonna share my screen again. Share screen. No, Jeff, I have not mentioned them. All right, so Brianna, appreciate the shout, girl. It means a lot. All right, so let's go to jobs again. So let's go to Gen AI engineer here, right? So another thing to look at too is so again, funny. I don't know if you noticed. Now there's a whole nother set of jobs that just popped up, right? The jobs category is not the best. You're going to have to go through a lot of fluff. I'm glad this example came up. Eric posted this role. So sometimes when you post jobs to LinkedIn, LinkedIn allows you to click if you want to be on the job posting. This is low hanging fruit, such an easy way to get in front of people. So you go to Eric Kim, you go to message Eric Kim and be like, I did LinkedIn log me out? What is going on here? I don't know what happened here. But anyways, so Eric Kim, I would message Eric Kim, right? Applied AI architect. Let's go to another one. I have another meeting I got to go to. So again, Kadeem, right? Kadeem, people you can reach. Kadeem posted this. I'd be curious. He says he's at Bonobos, but he posted service channel. So again, something to look at there. Otherwise, I'm gonna wrap because I got to go to this other meeting. Hopefully this helps you all. Again, leverage LinkedIn this way. Please share this if you have any questions, concerns, please share this. Sorry, I'm all over the place this morning. Please share this if this helps your network. I appreciate you tuning in. This is the last live of the week. I may go live Thursday, TBD on that. But again, you can find all of the past streams on Torque's YouTube channel. And hopefully you got something out of this. Otherwise, appreciate y'all so much. We'll see y'all soon. Peace.